Hey guys, so I always get the question, why do weddings cost so much? And the reason that they do is because you have so many moving parts and details to take into consideration. Most brides, whenever they get engaged, they are so excited and they just tell everybody and they want to jump right into the wedding planning process. It all starts to sink in once they get that first quote from the vendor. Then they start to realize, okay, this is going to cost a lot of money. So whenever you start getting quotes from vendors, it's not that they're just making up these numbers off of the top of their head. They're taking into consideration the time that it's going to take, all the effort, the manpower, the staff that they may need to bring in order to accomplish their job. When you look at all the ingredients that are needed to make that picture perfect wedding, you're looking at a ceremony location, a reception location. You're going to need to have enough tables and chairs. You may even have to rent those depending on the venue. You're going to need flowers, linens, lighting, favors, definitely food, liquor if you choose to. The list just goes on and it can really add up very quickly. And the biggest component of them all, and I know you're probably going to get tired of me saying this, but I'm never going to get tired of saying it, it is your guest count. That is really what increases the amount of money that you spend on your wedding. Because the more guests that you have, the more of all those special details and ingredients that you will need to increase in order to accommodate your guest count. You're going to need more food, more liquor, more flowers, more linens, more tables, more chairs, more everything, depending on the amount of guests that you have. So if you want to keep your budget down, you have to start cutting down on your guest list. And one last thing that we see all the time is the bride can be her own worst enemy whenever it comes to increasing the amount of money that you spend on your wedding, because there's things that she just feels like she has to have, and then when it's all said and done, they look back and it's like nobody even noticed those things that they just had to have that really, took a hard hit to the budget. So you always want to take that into consideration. Is it something that you really truly gonna need, or maybe even look back at your pictures 5-6 years from now and even notice? And one thing that we offer is budget consultations, and that is really for brides that are looking to hire us maybe for their wedding planning, but they really want to get a general idea of how much everything will cost. We're able to sit down with them and to just really get their vision and find out what they're looking for and give them, pretty close estimate of how much everything will cost. And obviously that is definitely going to be based on their guest list. But that way it makes them feel more secure and they know exactly how much everything will, probably end up costing, or definitely a very close ballpark. And with that valuable information, knowing how much your specific wedding will cost, it's easy for you to go back and look at things that maybe are not so important that you're able to cut down in the beginning, so that way you can make sure that you stay on budget throughout the whole planning process. Well, I hope that this has helped, and I definitely look forward to giving you guys some new tips, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.